Historical movies are a treat to watch, not only because of the sheer amount of knowledge they have, but also because of their ability to breathe life into an otherwise boring history lesson. Not all historical movies are accurate, though. Truth be told, the majority of them aren't. But that is what makes them so special. Their fascinating visuals coupled with spellbinding storytelling is enough to enchant any cinema-goer. However, choosing historical or a Greek mythology movie might prove to be more difficult than you think. Today, we've brought you a list of must-watch historical movies that are a perfect mix of drama and history. Schindler's List. Starting off, we have Schindler's List, a brilliant adaptation of Thomas Keneally's novel. This movie revolves around the Holocaust, the killing and subjugation of Jews at the hands of Adolf Hitler. This beautifully crafted, well-written, and well-acted movie perfectly depicts the horrors of ethnic cleansing. The story is about Oskar Schindler, a wealthy businessman and industrialist who belongs to Nazi Germany, but after witnessing the horrors of the Holocaust, decides to save the Jews from these atrocities. Despite serious reservations, this movie was a blockbuster at the box office, and to this date remains one of the most important and epic movies to be made. Gladiator. No list of historical movies is complete without this masterpiece. Gladiator, starring Russell Crowe, is legendary. From its brilliant Roman setting to its impeccable character development, this movie does it all right. The story revolves around an ill-fated General Maximus, played by our favorite Russell Crowe, who faces the undeserved wrath of the Roman Emperor Commodus. The story then takes us through a journey of revenge and absolution. The brilliant acting, pithy screenplay, and Steven Spielberg's magic makes this movie a must-watch for everyone. Troy. If you have ever been a fan of Greek mythology, then you are in for a treat. Troy is a Greek historical movie that narrates the story of the famous Trojan War. Troy is a thrilling ride, combining a lot of genres. It is a brilliant amalgam of history, drama, and romance. Directed by Wolfgang Petersen, this movie has breathtaking imagery. The sword fight between Hector and Achilles alone is a very good reason to watch this movie. Diane Kruger and Brad Pitt work their charms in this historical epic, and you will be amazed to see how a well-made movie can easily teach you one of the most boring history chapters of Greek history. Wrath of the Titans. Coming to the more fictional side of cinematography, we have The Wrath of the Titans. This Greek fiction combines Greek mythology with typical Hollywood-style action. This movie is a sequel to Clash of the Titans and does everything its predecessor does, but better. The fight scenes are crisper, the CGI is on point, and the stakes are higher. In the movie, you will see the Greek god Zeus asking for help from his son Perseus, who then embarks on an epic journey to save the throne of his father. This movie received mixed reviews from the critics, but was a hit at the box office. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. Based on a book of the same name, this Greek fantasy movie is another must-watch. Aimed at teens and young adults, this movie has all the ingredients to become an instant fan favorite: witty characters, a mysterious plot, and some CGI magic. The movie is about Percy Jackson, whose life changes for good when he is suddenly told that his father is the all-powerful Zeus. In an unfortunate sequence of events, he is accused of stealing his father's lightning bolt. To save himself and his friends, he soon sets out on a journey across the world to find out the true culprit behind the theft. The chemistry between Logan Lerman and Alexandro Daddario is the glue that holds this movie together, and the CGI monster battles are just icing on the cake. 300. Out of all these movies, nothing relies on CGI as heavily as 300, and this is not usually a good thing. Overuse of CGI is a well-known ingredient of bad movies, but 300 does it all right. The story of King Leonidas and his loyal 300 soldiers is a legendary tale of valor and betrayal. Set in the versatile lands of Greece, this movie tells the tale of a brave King Leonidas and the story of his unflinching resolve against the mighty Persian army led by Xerxes. The impressive slow-motion fight scenes, the intensity, the screenplay, all of it comes together beautifully on the big screen. Starring Gerald Butler and Rodrigo Santoro, this movie instantly became a timeless classic, breaking numerous box office records. Saving Private Ryan. Looking for a truly accurate historical movie? Saving Private Ryan is your best bet. This movie is so well directed and the accuracy is so on point that it served as a PTSD trigger among the war veterans. A large number of World War II war heroes were invited to the premiere of this movie, and they couldn't sit through the whole movie. They were quoted as saying, "It was the closest thing to the actual war." Directed by maestro Steven Spielberg, this movie was loved by critics and fans alike. Based on a true story, the movie tells the story of James Ryan, a private in the U.S. Army, whose all three brothers have embraced martyrdom fighting for their motherland. The U.S. Army sends Captain John Miller to search for Ryan and to get him back to his old and lonely mother. This movie stars Matt Damon and Tom Hanks. Do we need to say anything more? Which historical movie is missing from this list? Let us know in the comments section. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. If you'd like to see more of these, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon for daily updates.